Father God, we thank you, we praise you.
Thank you, Lord.
We glorify your holy name
Lord.
for the first Sunday of the new year.
Thank you, Father.
We thank you, Father, for what you did in Sunday school.
Yes,
we thank
Lord.
you, Father, that we were able to worship you in song and worship you in giving. We
Yes,
thank you,
Lord.
Father, that you heard our prayers.
Yes, Lord.
And now, Father, we come asking you, Lord, that you enable us to shut the world off and to
Yes,
listen
Lord.
to your word.
Yes,
Father.
Lord. Grant it, Lord.
That you will enable us to focus, Lord, on every word that's coming
Yes, Lord.
from your word, Father. In Jesus' name.
Jesus' name.
We thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
And praise the Lord. Amen. And praise the Lord. For those that were not here earlier in the service, our theme has changed as it does every year. And this year we are focusing on wholeheartedness. This is the year of wholeheartedness. When I say Bethlehem, you say we will be wholehearted for the Lord.
Yes.
We will be wholehearted for the Lord. Did you read that little writing? We will be wholehearted for the Lord. We will be wholehearted for the Lord. Bethlehem,
We will be wholehearted for the Lord.
Amen. That sounds good. Let's do that again. Bethlehem,
We will be wholehearted for the Lord.
Amen. And we're going to put you to the test throughout this month to make sure you know what time it is.
Amen.
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 Amen. And all year we're going to be standing on
Colossians.
Colossians
3 and
chapter
23.
3:23.
Right.
And this is from the ISB version of the Bible. And it says, whatever you do, work at it wholeheartedly, as though you are doing it for the Lord and not merely for people.
That's good.
So this is the year of wholeheartedness. And this month we're going to be talking about wholehearted commitment to God. Wholehearted commitment to God, which means we choose God over everything.
Amen.
Which means that we are not fans, but we are followers of Christ.
Amen.
We want to challenge you to be all in. That's what commitment is, to be all in with the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
And today's message we're going to talk about is wholehearted for the new year. Wholehearted for the new year. Would you please stand in reverence to the Word of God? Stand symbolically saying that I will stand on the Word of God. And it's 2 slides. And we're going to read this together out loud at the same time on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything, not only while being watched in order to please them, but with a sincere heart, fearing the Lord. Whatever you do, work at it wholeheartedly, as though you were doing it for the Lord, not merely for people. You know that it is from the Lord that you will receive the inheritance as a reward. It is the Lord Messiah whom you are serving. For the person who does what is wrong will be paid back for what he has done without favoritism.
Amen. You may be seated in the household of the Lord. We're talking about wholehearted for the new year. Wholehearted for the new year. We're going to look on around at 3 points. Point number 1, the wholehearted watch. Point number 2, the wholehearted work. And point number 3, the wholehearted wrath. Point 1, the wholehearted watch. Point 2, the wholehearted work. Point 3, the wholehearted wrath. We want Christians to know today that Christians should be committed to God wholeheartedly. Christians should be committed to God wholeheartedly. We're going to watch this brief video and then we'll get into the Word.
And whatever the work is, whether it is mundane in our eyes or whether it is exhilarating in our eyes, it's to be done heartily. So we're told in verse 23, the way we're to It's not for your boss.
Right.
It is for the Lord. That to me is totally transforming in the workplace. If I view what I do as for the Lord, and He's the one for whom I'm working, then my work ethic, my integrity, my attitude, my approach, my training, everything changes.
Amen.
Amen.
And praise the Lord. Talking about wholehearted for the new year. One of the things that I notice that people do wholeheartedly, and I noticed this last week, it was two things. One of the things is they are wholehearted for their team. I saw a football game, and it was an open stadium, and the weather was 17 degrees with a wind chill factor of below 0. And don't you know that stadium was packed? And don't you know that those fans were cheering their team in the frigid weather?
Come on.
Wholehearted for their team. Another thing I noticed last week is that during the night of New Year's Eve night in New York, the temperature was again, the wind chill was in the negative. But yet those people packed Times Square to ring in the new year because they were wholeheartedly committed to the party in the new year.
Right.
And another thing, since I'm talking about it, another thing that I noticed is that on the West Coast, when Georgia met the Sooners,
Well,
on the West Coast. Now, both schools are in the middle somewhere. We're in Oklahoma, they're in Georgia, in the middle. But that stadium was packed with fans, and at times you didn't know who was who.
come on.
The Sooner fans took over at times, and Georgia fans took over at times, and they were thousands of miles away from home, but they were committed to their team, and they made that journey or the travels for the game because they were wholeheartedly committed to their team.
Come on.
And I couldn't help but to think that sometimes football fans and partiers put Christians to shame. Oh, because when it's cold on a Sunday morning, we have to all but cancel service because most folk are not going to come in the negative degree weather.
Come on. Lord help.
Most folk are not going to do this. As a matter of fact, many pastors don't like the rain on Sunday morning.
Right.
Because when it rains on Sunday morning, they know that the attendance is going to take a hit because Christian folk don't seem to want to get wet. Hello, somebody. But let a football friend, hello, they don't show up in snow, sleet. Hello, somebody. Remember, the game they called a snow bowl, 4 feet of snow on the field, and fans still showed up. Hello, somebody. Because they're wholeheartedly committed to their team. And it seems like, in Christianity, that we are not wholeheartedly committed to our Lord, because we won't make any commitments to be in the household of the Lord. We won't make hello, somebody.
Come on, Doc. It's tight, but it's right.
Some of us are driving new cars. Hello, somebody. Some of us, and one thing that puts me to shame, and I'm going to go and say it, is that we have a member here who drives a different kind of Cadillac. And he's going to show up, rain, sleet, or snow. He's biking here. Hello, somebody. And he's going to show up, and he's going to be here. But some of us, in our new cars, in our new trucks, hello, somebody, won't show up.
Right. Well, help us, Lord.
Hello, somebody. Because we are not wholeheartedly committed to the Lord. Why so? Hello, somebody.
Why so?
Why is it that we have fell into a lull of Christianity? We'll be here one Sunday and we won't be here the next Sunday. We'll be in Sunday school one Sunday and we won't be here the next. Hello, somebody. We'll be here Wednesday nights, one Wednesday night, but 3 Wednesday nights we won't be here. Hello, somebody. And I know all of us have jobs. Hello, somebody. And that's your excuse. Is I don't want to be here because I've been to work. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. And Grandmama and them did some real hard work. And they were here every time the door opened. They were here. What's happening in Christianity? Do we truly know the God that we say we serve? Do we truly know the God that we sing about? Do we truly know who God is? And are we wholeheartedly committed to the Lord? Hello, somebody. And that's what we're going to talk about this whole year. We want to be wholehearted to the Lord. That means we're going to be committed to Him. Everywhere we are, we're going to be committed to Him. Hello, somebody. Everywhere we are, we're going to be committed to Him. And today, we're looking in the workforce.
Come on.
And we're going to see what a Christian looks like or should look like in the workforce, let alone the church. Hello, somebody. And here's what the writer says under a wholehearted watch. First of all, he said, he used these terms that I know none of y'all like.
Come on.
He said, slaves.
Slave.
Hello, somebody. I know we don't like that word, slave.
But that's what we are.
But that's what he said. Slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything. But first of all, I don't want to be a slave. I believe in liberation theology. I don't believe in this stuff. That's what you say. I don't believe in this stuff, this thing called being a slave. And that's the problem with your theology today. Come on. Right. It's that you have not come to terms with slavery. Well, hello, somebody. You don't like slavery. And everything about some of the things in the South you don't like. You don't like slavery. But Paul, let me mess you up a little bit. Paul identified himself as a what?
Slave.
As a slave.
That's right.
Hello. Yes. You got to come to terms with that in Christianity. In Christianity, you're not liberated. In Christianity, you are a slave. Because you've been bought with a price. Say to your neighbor, neighbor, you've been bought with a price.
Bought with a price.
Hello, somebody. You've been bought with a price. And because you've been bought with a price, that means that God owns you.
You're in the book, man. You're in the book.
Don't hurt
That
me.
God owns you. And that's the problem with many Christians today. And you've heard me say it a time or two. You got that Kunta Kinte kind of Christianity. Oh, you've been bought with a price. Oh, but you're a runaway slave. You want to run away from the master. You want to live your own life. Do your own thing. You want to, not obey the words. Oh, you don't want to get married like the word says. You don't want to give, your finances like the word says. Oh, you don't want to be committed. You want to, live like Prince. Everybody, ooh, all right. Dance, music, sex, romance. Hello, you are a Kunta Kinte Christian running away from the master.
All right. You hurt. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt nobody. Come on now.
Hello, somebody. But if Jesus died for you, if you gave your life to Jesus Christ, you've been bought with a price, and as a result, you are a slave. As a result, you are a bondservant. As a result, you don't have the right to live your own life because you have to live your life according to the master's will.
Whoa.
Hello, somebody. Say to your neighbor, neighbor.
Neighbor.
Oh, neighbor.
Oh, neighbor.
God's got a will for you.
God's got a will for you.
And you may not like it.
And you may not like it.
Hello, somebody. Jesus didn't like, in the Garden of Gethsemane, the will for his life, but he was a slave. And he said, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. Thy will be done. It's not about, the comforts of my flesh. It's not about not being crucified, not being beaten, mocked, and scorned. It's about your will, and whatever you say do, I'm going to do. And that's what a slave does.
Man.
All right.
Hello, somebody. And that's the overall slave theme of Christianity. And here in this text, we have the slave's theme of someone who has a master. Hello, somebody. You say, Reverend, I ain't got no master.
Wrong.
Reverend, I ain't got no master. But do you work for somebody? Do you own the company? Are you writing your own check? Hello, somebody. Are you writing your own check? If you're not writing your own check and own your own company, then you have somebody above you, and you might as well go ahead and call them master. Hello, somebody.
Well,
I
right.
know you got issues. I know you got issues. You don't want to say master. You don't like that. You don't want to say master. Hello, somebody. But everybody who works for somebody has a master over them.
Hashtag master.
Hello,
Yes.
somebody. And that's why it's good to work for yourself. Hello, somebody. Own your own company. And that's the only way that you won't, but still you're going to have regulations. Hello, somebody. There's going to be some regulations for what you do. Hello, somebody. And let me tell you something. Everybody has a master.
Right.
Everybody.
Hello, somebody. Everybody has a master. Hello, somebody. Somebody that oversees them, a regulation. Hello, somebody. And this is what God says about the master. He says, slaves, obey your what? Earthly masters in everything. Woo!
Everything.
Obey your earthly masters in everything. Woo!
Well.
And he went on to say, for some of us who are two-faced,
Oh, Lord.
not only while being watched. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I said two-faced. Some of y'all two-faced. Yeah, two-faced. Yeah. You say, you talk right while the master's talking to you. While your boss is there talking to you.
Do it right, huh?
Yes, boss. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. I'm going to do it, boss. And then he walk away and he thinks he she thinks she. Hello, somebody. And you have somebody say, go to the ones that are under them and say, don't do nothing they say. They do what I say. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. But God here says that we've got to obey our masters in everything, not only while they watch, in order to please them, but with a sincere heart, fearing the Lord.
Amen.
Hello, somebody. Fearing the Lord. Even when they're watching or not watching, hello, somebody, you're supposed to be obedient as unto the Lord.
Amen.
Ooh, that is deep. That's deep. Talk about wholeheartedness. Yeah. Wholeheartedness. That's what the word says.
Right. Yeah.
And using terms like slaves and masters. But he says to be, but with sincere heart, fearing the Lord. Right. And you think that this is a obscure reference. Ephesians chapter 6 says use that term as well. Right. Slaves, hello. Right. Obey your what? Earthly masters with what? Respect and fear and what? Sincerity of heart.
Yes.
Right? Just as you should show to Christ. Woo.
Teach.
I always like to say that Christian folks should be the best workers at the job.
Right, man. Should be.
You should be the best workers at the job, best doing the job, best attitude, best in everything, because you're not working as if you're working for them. You're working as if you're working for the Lord. And if you're working for the Lord, everything that you do should be excellent.
Amen.
Say it to your neighbor, neighbor. If you're not a good employee, you're not a good Christian.
All right. Hold on. All right.
Jesus Christ.
If you're not a good employee, you're not a good Christian, because this is what God says.
He said it in the Word.
For that master, as if you're working for me. Work for that supervisor, that manager, that president, that CEO, or whoever you report to, as if you're working unto the Lord. And if you're working that way, then undoubtedly you should be one of the best, if not the best.
Right, amen.
Hello, somebody. One of the best, if not the best.
Amen.
Working unto the Lord. I can remember my first job. I call it my first real job. I was working on the dock at Sears. And working on the dock at Sears in December, it was busy. It'd be busy. Woo, we'd be pushing. But January, about this time, it would be a snail's pace. Everything slowed down. And in order to keep us busy, the boss would say, go get that broom and sweep the dock. Go get that broom and sweep the dock. And the dock really is pretty clean. But what I had to do is get the broom and I swept the dock.
Yeah.
And I mean, I swept the dock. Because I got that concept that I wasn't doing what I was doing, for my boss. I was doing what I was doing for the Lord. And as a result, I swept. I swept the dock. I really swept the dock. And put you in terms to Dr. Martin Luther King and his saying that if it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, go out and sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Go out and sweep streets so well that when you die, they'll say, here lies a good sweet sweeper who swept his job well. If you have the mindset at work that you're doing what you're doing for the Lord, no matter how mundane the task may be, you do it and you do it as unto the Lord.
Amen.
Do it and do it as unto the Lord.
Yes, Lord.
And that's at work.
Yes.
Come on now.
Right? Hello, somebody. Then, if that's at work, then how should it be in the household of the Lord?
Come on now.
What you do for the Lord If he's saying obey, and work your masters like you're obeying the Lord, then how should your service be at the household of the Lord? How should your songs be? How should your standing be? How should your cleaning be? How should your praying be? How should your studying be? How should you in Sunday school be? How should you in Wednesday night be? How should you at Titus 2 be? How should you at Men's Brotherhood be? Hello, somebody. Oh, you should do what you do as unto the Lord with wholeheartedness. One of the things that you'll see at church, you'll feel a lull at church. That lull is people going through the motion. That lull is people not knowing who they're singing to. That lull is in giving. People not giving what they're supposed to give. That lull is people not coming where they're supposed to come. That lull is, and in the rest of the world is being wholehearted about what they're doing at a football game. They'll be there early tailgating before the game comes.
That's right.
That's right. In winter weather. That's in the world. How should it be at the church? Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Oh, yesterday I was at the rec. And one mother, had just taken her one daughter who had played a game, and she was running out to the car with her daughter behind. Said, "Come on, we got to go to your sister's game, and it's 30 minutes away. Come on, running." To get to a little pee-wee game. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Why do we have folk running to the church? Running to Sunday school with their kids behind them. Nowadays, folk leave their kids at home. They carry them everywhere but church. Hello, somebody. Look at them on a Saturday. Carrying them to one game, to another game, to another game, almost all day. But they won't bring them, to church on a Sunday morning. Hello, somebody. They don't bring them to church no more. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Look at the world and what they're doing and how excited about what they're doing, and look at how we do things at the church. Are we wholehearted for the Lord? Or are we just lulling through life? Come on. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. I'm talking about wholehearted for the new year. God says, I want you to be wholehearted for the new year. God says he wants you to stop being kente and running away for your freedom. Come on. Hello, somebody. Yeah. We're running away from the Lord and the things of God, being everywhere else as opposed to being where Christians should be and where Christians should go. Am I preaching to the choir this morning? Come on. Am I preaching to the choir? Slaves, all right, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear and sincerity of heart, just as you would show to Christ. Yes. So he's saying at work, you're working for Christ. Hello, somebody. And at home, you're working for Christ. Amen. At the church, you're supposed to be working for Christ. Amen. Hello, somebody. You're supposed to be working for Christ. And everything you do should have an element of excellence to it. Right. Not doing things at the last minute, not here, but other places. I could tell when the Sunday school teacher hadn't studied his lesson. Hello, somebody. Had you ever can you tell when the Sunday school, hello, somebody, maybe not here because we have great Sunday school teachers here, but there have been some places I could tell that Sunday school teacher just picked up his book when he stood up there. Hadn't studied anything. Hello, somebody. Preacher, study the Word of God. People want you to be everywhere except in your study. They want you to be here and they want you to be there. But except your study. And you can tell when a preacher hadn't prepare for a Sunday morning. Oh, one member here said, he saw one of his preachers studying his Bible at the stop sign on his way to church. I ain't gonna tell you who it was.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ.
Hello, somebody. Hello, no. Don't you know? And TJ is a coach now. He's a new coach at Memphis. But don't you know coaches, have their players study the book all week long, not all week long, all season long. Hello, Tom. Even in the off season, you better know what's in the book. If you want to play for their team,
Come on, man.
it ain't no little book either. It's a thick book. Hello, somebody. And they got to study the book. And before a game, they watch the tape, watching the film. Hello, and they say the best at it are the best studiers and the best practicers. That's the word.
Practitioners.
Practitioners.
Yeah.
Thank you. They practice better. Then they play. One famous quarterback said, if they're not catching the ball during practice, they're not gonna get the ball during the game. Hello, somebody. He said he's not gonna throw it to him. Hello, somebody. Christians!
Come on.
Where is your wholehearted service and devotion to the Lord?
Man.
Don't give God no sloppy seconds. Sloppy first, sloppy fourth, sloppy fifths. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
Wow.
You said, preacher, that was just your first point. You can end right there.
Yeah, that was your first point. Lord have mercy. Now keep on.
Yeah, I'm going to have to end this one early. But point number 2, wholehearted work. It says in verse 23, whatever you do, work at it wholeheartedly, as though you were doing it for the Lord
And not for
and
people.
not merely for people.
Right, man.
Let me say that again. Whatever you do, work at it wholeheartedly, as though you are doing it for the Lord and not merely people.
Man.
Wholehearted work. And now he's saying, not just at the work, he says, whatever you do. Not just at work now, it's whatever you do. Is that you are representing God in whatever you do. Woo, that's deep, isn't it?
All right.
You do, not just at work, at church, but whatever you do. Whatever you do, that means God owns all of you.
Amen.
That's why he calls you a slave. He owns all of you. You see, in slavery, the slaves didn't get to clock in and clock out like some of you do.
Come on.
Because the reason why you don't think you're a slave is because you get to clock out. Hello, somebody.
All right.
But the higher in management or in leadership you go, you don't get to clock out.
You showed up
You on call at all times.
24/7.
I can remember back in the day when I was trying to go up the leadership role, and they didn't have payphones back there, but I noticed that anybody at my job that was important had a beeper.
Yeah, that was in the beeper days.
And I thought, I'm working for the Lord. I should be important. I should have a beeper. And then I realized what that beeper meant when they gave it to me. When I worked my way up, they beat me at all times of the night and day. Hello, somebody. And I stopped calling a beeper. I started calling it a leash. somebody. You had to answer the beeper. Don't miss a beeper. And nowadays, don't miss a call. Hello, somebody.
Or
they
a
ain't gonna
text.
care that you forgot you was in church and you forgot to put it back on. They ain't gonna care. Your boss don't want you to miss a call. Come on. Hello, somebody. They tell you, you better sleep with. Hello, somebody. Because they may have to call you in the middle of the night about something. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
Don't get quiet now. Come on now.
Well, come on.
You know, as a Christian, you don't get to clock out.
Yeah, you don't get to
God
clock out.
calls and tells you to do something, you need to do it.
Wow.
Regardless of the time of the night. Hello, somebody.
Wow.
Hello, somebody.
Man.
Hello, somebody. Whatever you do it. At whatever time God says, I own you.
Wow.
And I should be able to put on your heart to talk to that person that's in line next to you, even though you're in a hurry. Hello, somebody. I should be able to move in your heart to go out and witness, to somebody you wouldn't normally witness to. I should be able to have that power because you're on call at all times. And you work for me, and whatever you do it wholeheartedly.
Amen.
Have you ever seen somebody, not so much here, sing a song unwholeheartedly? I've been to some churches, boy. It's like, is that a choir? Oh, those undertakers up there. Glory, Lord. Hallelujah. Wake up! You leave the song. Wake up! You done fell asleep. Hello! Boys, it's a great thing. Don't take. Let me melt the deacons too.
Go back to Dickens.
Not so much here.
Come on now.
But, you know, we have to do what they call a devotion. Boy, it's a sad thing when you have
Ty
deacons
Dickens.
that don't know the Lord that they serve because they just be so boring. It's just boring. Can't sing. Don't know the words to the song. Now you chose the song and you don't know the words to the song that you chose. At least choose the song you know. And sing it. And praying like it's sad. Praying like they don't even know the Lord. You know somebody. Dear Lord. Help us this morning, Lord. Lord, help them!
Help us.
Just did! They just did! Help them, Lord. Hello, somebody. Yeah, some dead need to be buried. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Not doing it wholeheartedly for the Lord. But you get those same people watching us soon again.
And
in double overtime. Woo! Can't say Speedy.
Right.
Hello, somebody.
Yeah.
Don't even know Baker at all. Ain't never met him. I'm shouting. You say you met Jesus. Hello, somebody. And you can't shout for him. You can't do it wholeheartedly to him or for him. In everything you do, you can't do it wholeheartedly for him.
Come on.
Who is truly your God? Some people think heaven gonna be quiet. Heaven ain't gonna be quiet.
Right.
That's gonna be thunder and roar.
Yeah.
Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Simply because our God is seated on the throne.
Amen. Amen.
Hello, somebody. Thunderous applause and applause. Wholeheartedly. There won't be this fake praise in heaven.
Amen.
What?
It's going to be wholeheartedly. Because you're going to be there and you're going to see.
You gonna see.
Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody.
Come on now.
What's the next point?
This to be the year of wholeheartedness unto the Lord. All right. Bethlehem. Oh, here we go.
We will be wholeheartedly for the Lord. Say it again.
I know it's a new one.
Say it again.
I know it's a new one. I'm just joking.
We will be wholeheartedly for the Lord.
Bethlehem.
We will be wholeheartedly for the Lord.
Oh, now that sounds better. Bethlehem.
We will be wholeheartedly for the Lord.
Amen. Yeah.
It's gonna be funny next
Of
time.
wholeheartedness. Yeah. Of
Oh
wholeheartedness.
Lord Jesus.
And then you hear how that sounds when you get folk who know the Lord. Come on, it ain't got to be a crowd. You know how that sounds like it was a crowd up in here. Hello, somebody. That's because the people who know Him and they open their mouths.
Amen.
Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. I'm going to end. I'm going to stop right here.
Oh.
I'm not going to go to my last point.
Okay.
We need to go to our Lord's Supper.
All right.
Amen.
Amen.
All eyes closed, heads are bowed, saints are praying. I'm so glad that Jesus Christ served God the Father wholeheartedly. And that meant that He would do the tough things for the Lord. Wholehearted. He said, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. He was willing to die for the sins of the world. He came up out of the Garden of Gethsemane and was put on trial for crimes that he didn't commit.
Yes.
They said, crucify him wholeheartedly, because the devil going to do what he does wholeheartedly.
Wholehearted.
You ask someone, did the devil just mess with you, or did he do it wholeheartedly last year?
Woo, Lord, honey.
Yeah, that devil came after me
He
wholeheartedly.
wasn't playing either.
He wasn't playing.
Mm,
And that's the way he went after Jesus.
right.
Beat him, mocked him, scorned him, put a crown of thorn on his head, put a cross on his back, led him through the streets of Jerusalem, nailed him to the cross, raised him up between two thieves, as if to say that Jesus was a thief. He went after him wholeheartedly. But I'm so glad that even though they couldn't take his life, he gave his life. He died for the sins of the world wholeheartedly. Took him off that cross and put him in a borrowed tomb. He stayed dead that first day, that second day, but God says that he rose again on the third day with all power in his hand.
Yes.
And because he rose, you can rise today. Reverend Russian, would you continue this invitation?